What was going on with you in Memphis Bleek? Because I was like watching that, and I was intrigued because it seemed like you were planning to go on the Memphis Bleek podcast. You say he called you, and that kind of surprised me, considering that it feels like that wouldn't work because Memphis Bleek is a very. I feel like he has a pro Hove agenda, and I don't know if you guys are on the same page with regards to that situation. I think he should do it anyway.
I
But
wouldn't do it
what
now.
happened with that?
I wouldn't even do it now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do it now because I genuinely don't like him now. You know what I'm saying? I just really just don't like him because he took it as a place where though a street place and a place about violence and all that stuff. When I know he ain't about that life. Like you understand, I've been in jail for homicides, twice, murders, shot 1,000 times. Not glorifying it. I'm just saying I've been in those situations and been tested in those situations. You haven't. Why are you talking to me like that? I ain't come on here to do entertainment to be going through that stuff with you. I mean, when you asked me to be on your podcast, if you didn't like me, why you call me in the first place? You know what I'm saying? You call because at the end of the day, he called me to be on his podcast. He got backing, he got drink check, he got all this stuff backing him. I still do the same numbers he do. You know what I'm saying? So you called me to be on my podcast because nobody cares about what Memphis Bleek did. He don't do nothing but going to wake up in the morning and buy do-rags every morning. That's it. He don't do nothing and hold Jay-Z sack up. He does absolutely nothing. So when he called me, he talked about a sensitive topic. He talked about Oschino, don't talk about people dead children. I'm like, why would I talk about that when I lost my son, right? So when he said it to me, I was actually on a reality show, so I couldn't really get into it. But it happened to be that somebody was filming, so they filmed the conversation that me and him had. So it wasn't planned. You know what I mean? So I thought about it for a few days. I said, you should apologize to me, bro. You just came to me with some gossip. And he came to me like, yo, you effing, I'm gonna do this to you, and I see you, this, that. I'm like, whoa, this Memphis Bleek talking like this? You're not even a gangster rapper. You like, I look at Memphis Bleek more like a Cisco. Like a thong song type boy. I'm like, when did you become Scarface? I just didn't. I was confused, but I was baffled, and I didn't know what was going on. I was bewildered. I was really bewildered. When I said, I'm bewildered. So with that being said, Memphis Bleek, mind you, JC said, Memphis Bleek, you got a restaurant in Las Vegas. I don't care. I'm not coming. Memphis Bleek, you my young boy. Memphis Bleek said, my wife told me it was her birthday. I want to get Beyonce tickets. Let me call Big Homie. Big Homie, my girl's her birthday. Can I get some Beyonce tickets? No, don't call me about that. Jay-Z don't even like you. He don't even think you're worthy of nothing, but you got his whole sack in your mouth, but you want to come at me. So with that, I just don't think he's a man. So it's like my thing. I don't hate nobody, and I even think he's a good guy. I just think he miscalculated messing with me. I think he thought it was an easy lick. He didn't know. I talked back. You know what I'm saying?
So what was it? It's like he wanted you to be on the pod, but then there was like a reason you couldn't be on the pod.
No. He called me. He said, Oschino, I want you on the podcast, but I don't want you talking about my dead children. I said, what you talking? Why are you saying that? I never talked about nobody dead children. So he's like basically saying he want me on the podcast, but he don't want me to do certain things. I'm like, bro, I don't gotta be on your joint. You calling me? You call me about being on something, telling me don't talk about something that I never talked about in the first place without doing your due diligence. That's how I know you're not a journalist, because a journalist would see what the facts was before they said some bonehead stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cook his toast. That's all.
Yeah, I think you kind of mentioned like Jay-Z not doing Memphis Bleek podcast, but going on GQ.
You know what's funny?
Was their dynamic always kind of like that?
Jay-Z think he's too big for everybody. He think he's a baddie. Jay-Z's a baddie. He's a billionaire baddie. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, this is my thing. Now, if you're a billionaire, you are a baddie. You're a billionaire. But my thing is this, no matter if you're a billionaire or not, if this your person that was with you since lived next door to you since he was a kid, he should have certain little brother rights to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you got a podcast called Rock, mind you, Jay-Z didn't even want Memphis Bleek to use the name Rock Solid. He didn't even want him to use the name. Memphis Bleek said this, right? So you already, let's show you right there that he don't care about you. He don't respect you because he know you need him. You do nothing on your own. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, Jay-Z I don't talk to him, but believe me, he see what I do. I bet you he respect me more than he respect Memphis Bleek, because he said I ain't holding nobody nuts up. I'm my own boss. I don't gotta be. I'd rather go out on my own show than sit under your table hoping you drop a crumb to me like Memphis Bleek do. But the thing I don't like about Memphis Bleek, he keep bragging about all the stuff he got and doing. You do nothing on your own. Without Jay-Z, you be all right at Home Depot picking out wood for people that come in and try to fix their house up. You want that lumber up there? You want 4x4 wood? That's all he be doing. He won't be doing nothing else. You know what I mean? So he keeps saying, yeah, I do this and do this. If you look at it as a podcast, he talks about nothing about Jay-Z. Yo, I was with Hove and I was with Hove. He did with Hove. He's the definition of a professional groupie. I mean, the professional dick eater. If you look in the dictionary, you open up, let me see what a professional dick eater is. It's Memphis Bleek. So everybody in Philly now call me Colorado O. They call me Colorado O because I said if he could be Memphis Bleek from New York, that he's a place he's never been, I could be Colorado O, even though I've never been there. So Memphis Bleek, you did inspire my new name. I was outside the other night, they called me, hey, Colorado. It's calling me Colorado last night. This casino. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how that went. Yeah.
Do you think Bleek is over loyal to Hove? Do you feel like I don't know because
No, he's just Memphis Bleek is like a bad bitch. You know. So listen, if Jay-Z called Memphis Bleek right now, and say, listen, Bleek, listen. I know you got a wife. I need you to divorce her. Like, but Bleek, I love her. What happened? He said, listen, I don't like her. She give me a bad vibe. Memphis Bleek said, all right, big homie. You know, he talk dicky. He hang up. He wake his girl up. She'll be asleep. Wake up, baby, wake up. What's up, baby? We gotta get divorced. What happened? Big homie said, I can't. You get him a bad vibe, so I'm gonna pack my shit up and leave him. He's beyond dick eating. Hove can tell a nigga anything. He's not gonna never say nothing. He's not allowed to say nothing wrong about Hove. He laugh when Hove do him dirty. I mean, he think it's funny. I mean, so his dick eating his dick eating knows no bounds. It's boundless. Yeah.
Yeah. I know, but this is kind of making me think about a scenario. What if Jay-Z called you? How would you approach that call?
I would talk to him like I talk to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? The only respect the reason I got a certain amount of respect for him because he did save my life kind of when I got on it. It changed shit for me. But once you get older, there's certain things you see a nigga do, you just don't respect it no more. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I don't care. Hove called me, it's the same energy I give anybody else. I don't care about your billions. They not mine. You know what I'm saying? Your $1 billion ain't mine. Fuck, I'm gonna dick eat you because you got $1 billion. It ain't my $1 billion. I treat you the same way I treat a nigga with 8 cents. It's no different. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I mean, society let people with money get away with shit. Not me. But you gotta remember this too. I've been around famous people since I was 21. I signed with Jay-Z when I was 21, so I've been around this, that, and the third since then. So a lot of the people that's famous be the worst people in the world. So that shit, that fame and that money stuff don't impress me. What impressed me is people that's loyal, people that do things that nobody don't see them doing. People that like I had a man named Mr. Malik that took me in when I was a kid. Nobody never knew, he never bragged about it, never wanted nothing from me. He a hero to me. People like that. Not a person like Jay-Z who do stuff just for TV.